Okay. Enough with that. Today, like that. Yesterday's main story was really messed me. Well, not really messed me up, but it made me hate Fountainians. So I kind of want to be out of Fountain for a bit. I don't like the ending. We're not just living like that. I mean, what happened? Is there any other story quest that I did not do? How does she become again, like, you know, happy-go-lucky like this with her water friends and cake and stuff? It was such a depressing ending with her just leaving because she was too broken and everyone not even caring about her. Like, that was the craziest part. Like, they did not give two dimes about her after she suffered for 500 years in order to save Fontaine. Even her, even herself, you know, her other self was just using her and all of that, like, and lied to her and all the stuff, or well, not lied to her, but hid information. So that was so depressing. But anyway, today we are gonna do two things. Now, if I was on the CN server right now, I will pull for the idol in Anfield. Unfortunately, I'm not. So we'll have to wait around 12 more hours until I will be able to pull for her. So there is that. So until then, well, I'm not gonna stream for 12 hours. But right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the bedtime story, the Archon quest. I'm trying to catch up to Snezhnaya, so we need to finish at the very least all of these Archon quests. I still have the Cold Case Commission and Crimes 1 and 2 from Act 4. I was thinking if I should just do the Natlan part today, or if I should do Chapter 4. I decided to just try and do them in order, you know, to not get spoiled and stuff like that. So, anyway, let's start the bedtime story. I saw the thumbnail for this story on the wiki, and it's with our twin, so I'm gonna guess we are gonna meet again. And why are we in Sumeru?
Perfect. It's you two. I have a commission here that has your names written all over it. In fact, I'd even go so far as to say you're the only ones for the job.
The only ones for the job? Huh. If our help is really that important, it's probably some Archon class commission, right?
If we finish this quest in time, we can also do the interlude with Dvalin.
The Adventurers Guild doesn't employ that kind of classification system. In fact, this commission is also probably not nearly as intimidating as what you're expecting. All it asks us to do is to find a missing person.
Huh? Then why did you say we were the only ones for the job?
Because the missing person is our twin.
I came across this commission while reviewing our backlog not too long ago. It seems simple, but our records indicate that over a dozen successive efforts to complete it have all ended in failure, despite attempts by several accomplished and renowned adventurers. With the reputation of the Adventurers Guild and the performance of the Sumeru branch at stake, it's in our best interest to assign this commission to the adventurer with the highest completion rate over the past few years.
They need to save their KPIs, huh? I understand.
Well, that's us for sure.
All I'm asking is for you to give it your best shot. If it proves to be beyond your capabilities as well, I'll talk to the commissioner about canceling the commission.
Okay, so who are we looking for? And what is it about this commission that's made it so hard to complete?
This commission was jointly issued by the residents of Vimara village. They say one of their own villagers has gone missing.
Oh wait, just a regular villager.
But the problem is,
disappointed.
they don't know the missing person's name. They can only provide information about his general appearance.
Really? Nobody knows his name?
They're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name?
Oh no, I turned into Paimon.
If so many adventurers have failed to complete this commission, maybe this missing villager doesn't exist at all. Could it be some sort of a prank or something?
She started using her brain. You changed, Paimon. Since you joined the academy, you changed.
Unlikely. Several villagers came by to issue the commission. and judging by their appearance and tone of voice, they seemed incredibly sincere. It certainly didn't seem like a joke to them. Besides, putting up a commission requires a processing fee. There aren't many upsides to a prank that costs Mora to carry out. In any case, it would probably be best to go to Vimara Village and ask around first. The Adventurers Guild does have some information on hand, but I would say anything you can learn directly from the villagers would
What's
be
the
far more
information?
reliable.
First, give me the information.
Paimon's starting to get really curious about this whole thing.
Where is the information? She mentioned she has information, but she did not give it to us. She was like, you need to work for your pay. Just a second, I need to turn on the AC. This is just too hot. I can't stand summer nowadays. It's just way too hot. And even the winters, they are like, even the winters are hot. I don't even remember when was the last time I saw snow.
We made it to Vimara Village! Why don't we talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy?
Hello there. You looking to buy something? I do business in this area.
Oh, no, we're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vimara Village.
Ah, so you're here about that then. You're not the first, that's for sure. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here, confident they'd be able to help us, only to leave soon after with nothing to show for their efforts.
Bro, are you really that disappointed about not being able to find a guy that whose name you don't even remember?
Pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned in search of clues. But no one has been able to make any headway.
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name? Where did he live? Does he have any relatives?
I don't know. I really have no clue. I couldn't
What
tell
the heck is wrong with them?
Okay, guess you are really sick of answering questions.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving you my answer to your questions.
Quite the answer. So is there anything else that you can tell us?
By way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression of him. When you live in the same village as someone, you develop a lot of memories together, you know?
It's Irminsul effing up, right? Like, Nahida needed to upgrade that thing to a 5070 early on, you know? Now it can no longer process. The graphics are outdated.
We just don't know the specifics. Maybe we did at one point, but that information is long gone by now. At least that's what everyone in the village seems to think. We've all exchanged what we know, and that was the only logical conclusion.
All right, specifics aside then, what kind of person was he?
Young guy, in his early 20s probably. Incredibly kind sort of person, always willing to lend a helping hand.
And thank you for nothing. At the very least, we know that he's a young guy.
I'd chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck for others on more than one occasion.
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as you did before.
But of course, everyone in the village is pretty fond of him. There aren't many young people like him nowadays. So genuine and pure. To think that he just up and disappeared one day.
Could he have just moved away without telling anyone?
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye. And anyway, moving away without being seen by a single person in the village?
Huh. All right, thanks for the information. If this commission is really as challenging as Catherine made it out to be, we're gonna need to carry out a very detailed investigation.
It's that guests I hear.
What is that voice?
Hi, Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you look for the guy
This guy
that's gone
has the
missing.
villain's voice.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake. That's so very kind of you.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. I'm happy to help any way I can. With my failing eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance. But I do remember hearing the sound of his voice. Not recently, of course. That loss has left me feeling quite empty. I don't think his parents are still living in the village, but somehow he never seemed lonely. In fact, he was usually the one offering companionship to others. He would often take time to visit the elderly or play with the orphans in the village. And whenever someone had something on their mind, he was there to listen with open ears.
This guy is imaginary, isn't he?
Always knew just what to say.
This guy is like Nara Nara. The way they describe him, he's just too perfect.
As the village chief, I owe him many thanks.
Wow. He seems like such a nice and gentle person, but, you wouldn't happen to know any details about his name, address, or family situation, right?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just can't remember. No matter how you look at it, I should know those things. But for some reason, no matter how hard I try to remember, the information just doesn't come.
It's okay. There's no need to force yourself to try and remember. Well, Traveler, what do you think?
Everyone here is clueless.
Paimon thinks so too. Like, the name thing. It's so weird that no one remembers his name. And nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived. It's like this guy's been erased from reality or something. Wait, so you're saying it's not that he's been erased?
Holy shit, I got
like
it right
he
from the
never
first try.
Existed to begin with? Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one. Someone who only exists in people's memories?
I'm on fire.
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right? You're here for the Vamara Village Commission?
Yep, sure are. We were...
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. I've been so worried the Adventurers Guild might cancel our commission. My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vamara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing villager. I'm begging you. You have to find—
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So, were you close to the missing villager? Are there any leads you can give us?
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but follow me. There's a place I'd like to show you.
Finally, somebody useful.
Is this the place? Under this tree?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very meaningful to me. It's so full of memories. We used to always sit together under this tree and talk. Sometimes we would look up at the clouds in the sky, or stop to feel the wind against our skin. We could sit there for hours at a time, never realizing how long it had been.
Is he her imaginary friend?
I was actually adopted by the people of Vamara Village. I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village was so lively.
Alone?
How should I put it? When something's bothering you, or when you have good news to share, you always want to talk about it with somebody. But for the longest time, I didn't know who I could talk to, or if I should say anything at all. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden. Really? You know exactly how I feel?
Oh, this is in preparation for meeting Ether or our twin again.
Wow, that
During
sounds
this story
really
quest.
nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well, I guess you could say that to me. He felt like both. No matter what came my way, I knew I could always talk to him. He was so thoughtful and pure. And patient,
Yes,
too.
he is the perfect guy. Can
Ever since he
you
disappeared,
go to
there's been
the
so much I wanted
meat
to
of the
tell
problem?
him. No, none of those things matters now. I just really want to see
We
him
are gonna
again.
bring back Nara Nara, aren't we?
Wow.
Yeah.
You two must have been really close. Did he ever tell you anything about himself?
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. But all he said was, they're not here anymore.
Ooh, I mean, he is a Nara Nara, so
I didn't know whether that
he
meant
has
they
no
had left
parents.
the village or passed away, and I didn't want to pry.
Actually,
Still
Ruka
not much to go
Devata
off of.
would be the Nara Nara's mother. So yeah, she's no longer around.
Look at me. Talking your ear off and still nothing to show for it. The last time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together. Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler?
Yeah, they're brought in a dream or some stuff like that.
Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Doesn't it seem like they're acting a little strange?
That's just typical hilly churla behavior. They are always acting strange.
The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this?
Oh yeah, the Abyss Order created a illusion
Uh-oh.
in order to make it loved by everyone in the village for the purpose of luring Lumine. And I don't know. That's all my copium.
Annihilation mode.
As you like.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters to show up.
It was no trouble.
Now that I think about it, the hilly trolls around Vimara village have been a lot more active lately. They seem agitated and would often attack anything in
Lumi
sight.
just trying to
Chief Amadea doesn't allow the children to
attract
play in the
attention.
area around the village anymore.
Maybe the Abyss Order really is involved.
Are we blaming everything on the Abyss Order?
Well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vimara village just in case. Wait a second. The person... It's...
Oh,
it's
of course,
Dainsleif!
if we meet our twin, we're also gonna meet Dainsleif. Did he try to do a magic trick? Lini
it's you
corrupted
two.
him.
Oh, a friend of yours?
No,
Well,
I
I'll
never
leave
met
you
this
all
guy
to it.
before.
I should head back to the village and check up on Chief Amadea and the others anyway.
Yep, see you later, Atosa! Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that? Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths.
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then. That would explain the monsters you were fighting just now.
Naturally.
Was he fighting any
Hold on.
monsters? It looked like
Are
he
you
was
not
just
here for the same
facing
purpose?
his demons or something.
No matter. It may have taken you a while to catch on, but I'm sure you've also realized by now that there's something strange about this place. The Abyss Order is most certainly planning something in this area. Or worse, their plan could already be in motion.
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the hilly trail activity in the area?
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine the increased hilly trail activity is merely a byproduct of whatever it is they're really trying to accomplish.
Still, the hilichurl activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here. We should stick around for a while and protect the
Did we
village, don't you
forget
think?
about the guy that just disappeared? I feel like we're going on a side quest
The
now.
best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further tragedy. And you shall have them. I never intended to hide anything from you. Don't worry. There should be ample time to talk. Ah. So that was the commission that brought you here to Vimara Village. Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. I would agree that it's unlikely you have a simple missing persons case on your hands. It appears all we have by way of clues is increased hilichurl activity. And that is certainly not much to go off of.
Right! That mysterious voice she heard in her brother's memory. The one who called himself a sinner. Who is he?
The sinners.
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
In a matter of speaking, yes.
I sense hesitation in your words. After all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth of what happened. There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. Irreparable damage has not yet been done. The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me, and long betrayed their nation. His name is Vedrfolnir, the Visionary.
Bainslave's brother.
I'm loath to admit it, but he is also my kin, my older brother.
Your brother?
There were 5 of them, the 5 sinners of Khaenri'ah.
So this is where they are. They were giving the sinners of Khaenri'ah's lore. You know, I kind of jumped over it because I went straight to
The
Nordcry.
wise Roptatyr, the visionary Vedrfolnir, Gold Rhindaughter, the foul Sertologi, and Rehir of Solnari, Rerir.
We met Rerir in Nordcry. And bro, they set this up even before. This was before Natlan. So this was with 1 year, even 2 years before the actual story quest where they showed them.
No matter how
Properly.
eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their names. One day, I shall have my
Cute.
vengeance.
You need to go through Alice if you want to reach gold. So good luck with
Wait,
that.
some of those names sound really familiar. Rhindaughter is the one who created Albedo. Sertologi is Skirk's master. And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vedrfolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clothar to create the Abyss Order was him.
Wait, what? If that's true, then the stone slates we found in that ruined fountain, the ones that outlined Fontaine's prophecy. Oh, so he was the one that was able to see that far in the future and do Fontaine's prophecy. But why? What was the point of that? The Abyss was not even involved there. So, was he working part-time or what?
They were once people of great esteem in Khaenri'ah. Those who carried the hopes of the nation. 6 of us. Together. We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster. The ones to stop the Vinster King from continuing to rock the foundation of the world. Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divided among themselves a power that could destroy the world. So they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power. And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation, Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy, and for that, they shall never have my forgiveness. Indeed, if they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also betray the entire world. Of course, as I said, I never intended to hide anything from you.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate.
The Loom of
It's been
Fate.
quite some time since the initial operation was launched. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osile and make a god or something?
Indeed. However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical experiment. The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase and found some other way to keep moving forward. There are many signs pointing to that effect.
Then, what should we do? It's not too late, is it?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose.
So
of
we're
the Loom of
definitely
Fate.
not gonna actually
there,
stop them.
We'll be able to deduce the Abyss Order's true
Looks like it's an
objective.
infiltration order. So
Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
The ley lines?
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes? I believe that was due to the fact that the ley lines in that area were unstable. My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley lines.
Wait, then our commission here in Vimara Village. The person who seems to exist only in people's memories. Could it be connected?
It's certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow. This missing persons case could very well turn out to be the key to unraveling these mysteries.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow.
what is with the fish? They left a crate of fish right outside my door.
Tired. Paimon used way too much brain juice yesterday. Well, let's go find Dane. We've got a lot to do today. Dane? Hello, Dane? Why are you just zoning out over here? Did something happen?
The missing person from your commission. Could you describe them to me?
He forgot them.
Oh,
Well,
young
Him.
guy? Early 20s? Seriously, Dane, what's going on?
he forgot.
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that weren't there before. Memories of him.
I knew it. He is an imaginary friend.
Maybe we just talked too much about him yesterday and you had a weird dream or something?
No, it wasn't a dream. They're memories. Memories that suddenly appeared in my mind after I woke up. And I'm certain I've never met this person before. I remember handing him
Keep
the eye
going.
of the first field tiller.
Wait, what?
What? Okay, so this
My
missing person
exact
definitely
reaction.
had something to do with the Abyss Order then.
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability to implant memories.
Wait,
into
is
the
that
minds of
Weatherfall
others.
near?
Wait then. All the memories the villagers have of him, could they be fake too? But why would he do something like that?
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been revealed to us this morning.
What sort of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first field tiller. They haven't stopped searching for it.
Well,
I'm
good
the
thing
only
that
person
you are
who knows its
defending it,
location.
right?
Perhaps implanting that particular memory was an attempt to interfere with my mind in some way. Your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is capable of altering reality like that just yet. However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the Eye, I would say an equal level of caution is in order on our part. Come with me. We must check whether the Eye is still in our possession.
Oh, so you're going to take us to where you hid it?
Of course.
And now, where did he hid it? Okay, it's all the way. It's between Sumeru and the chasm. So technically, this also belongs to Zhongli.
So you hid it way out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure. Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Wait for what? He did not... Is he being brainwashed right now?
Hey, wait up!
Defensive mode engaged. Healers, protect us.
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
I no longer had the marker. Okay. Oh, wait, these are not chests. I was tricked.
flashes the moonlight.
Go, Lumi!
Wait.
How did nobody notice that huge crack in the ground?
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism.
These things are not, you know, they do not have some kind of number or stuff, so you know exactly which one corresponds
The
to which.
door's open. Let's go. Our destination is
Chest.
just up ahead.
Looks like we can't go any further.
What is with that
Be on
stage?
your guard. I sense the presence of the abyss.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here!
Wait. A new moon rises.
Yeah, this guy is so strong. I truly don't know what we're gonna do.
Installation chamber deployed.
Imagine if from that portal Ether showed up instead of another agent to the abyss.
You plan us down. With one heart, we pray. Ultimatum protocol. Receive my blessing.
Go, Lumi!
just as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss Order just wanted to follow us here.
I feel
Now that they're in
like
the vicinity, we should have a chance to see.
that was so goddamn convoluted. So they created false memories trying to attract Lumine to investigate. But what would have happened if she was not given the commission?
Dane? What's wrong?
Can you feel that? There's been a disturbance in the ley lines. It must be the work of the Abyss.
There's been a disturbance in the force. You are our only hope.
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that sort of thing. Paimon doesn't feel it.
I would get rid of you SAP if you could actually
You two,
feel it.
do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place. The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara village, I suspect you might finally have the opportunity to locate the missing villager. Just think of it as a way to divide and conquer.
Is he gonna meet with Vedfall near here? I knew it! What's with that sword? If that's what you get when you join the Abyss, sign me up.
Trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
You risked your safety, and that of the Eye. That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone.
Convenient, right? He does not bring his army for a reason like that.
Conversation you want. You'll have to defeat me first.
And really, the entire Order of the Abyss cannot hold Dainsleif?
The Abyss Order's on the move. The ley lines are all out of whack. We better hurry back to Vimara village and see what's going on. Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago?
In the New World, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Did you hear that? What was that sound?
The
just now?
narrator.
It sounded so gentle. Oh, this is weird. What? Looks like the same thing is happening over.
You see, we're both still here.
Who is
Reclaimed
he
an endless
talking with?
amount of time to love. At least your
Of course,
tears
always the power of
no
love.
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered softly. Sleep well, Father. Sleep well, my beloved people. When you awake, that which differentiates us shall be no more.
It almost sounds like a poem or some kind of story. Well, now that the hilly trolls have calmed down, Vimara Village should be safe at least. Let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we should head back to Vimara Village before it's too late.
Wait, so oh, right. I'm in story mode, so I cannot just TP myself.
So many options.
Grandpa Medea, is everyone all right? The Abyss Order seems to be up to something nearby.
The Abyss Order? This is the
I
first
don't know why,
I'm
but I wanted to
hearing
call
of
him
it.
Jebediah.
Thank you for your concern.
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues about the missing villager while we were gone, did you?
Someone's gone missing, you say?
Huh? Well, you know, the young guy from Vimara Village.
Didn't we
The one
establish
you've been
he
looking
is
for
just
all
a
the time?
figment of everyone's imagination?
With the Sumeru Adventurers Kit. That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually. Your missing persons commission.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm not worrying you too much. I'm sure it's just my age making me forgetful again. At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to. Perhaps you should try asking someone else.
How is that? All right. Thanks for your help, Grandpa Amadea. Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadea about the missing villager. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again? You're right. We should narrow down the possibilities first.
Someone's gone missing? Who?
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier?
I'm so tired.
The one you
I
always
don't
used
expect to be
chat
so
with.
tired for today. I
He's
believe
around
it's
20 years
because
old,
we
and you said
had
he
a
was a
very
kind,
big stream
warm-hearted
yesterday, and
person?
also the Neverness to
Oh, I know who
Neverness
you're
live
talking
stream.
about.
Really? You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain that's what I said, then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you say he's gone missing? Yeah, I just saw him leave the village.
What is happening here?
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him. And apparently he just saw him?
Yeah, I'm
Maybe
surprised this
it's
was
not
our
that
reaction.
There's something wrong with people's memories, but that we've somehow returned to a time before he went missing?
What the heck? How is this? How did it jump to time travel? Oh, wait. They're preparing the road. You know, they're preparing the stuff for in order to send us 500 years back to Hyandria. We are gonna travel through time.
If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now.
Right! Paimon totally forgot about the ley line disturbances. We're in someone else's memory. Just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time. That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all. Right. If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, then we're finally on the same turf. But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone? Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have that much time, and we don't even know whose memory this is. Good idea. That'll help us narrow things down. We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to... Right! That! Can we try to figure out more about him using what we know of his ability? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give him away?
Oh, time doesn't passes in the false memory.
If time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict with someone's original recollection. All the memories seem to be set in or near Vimara village, but I'm still not sure if they're restricted to this location. There's a difference between memories that arise from lived experiences and those that are implanted into the mind. Maybe not. We don't have any... If time was allowed to... All the memory... There's a difference... There's a difference... There's a difference...
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That must mean...
I was expecting to
time
get
is
like kind of
passing.
some flash prompt that I picked the correct solution, but all of them were gray. So I was thinking maybe you need to combine the clues together. You know, who knows? It was just that
That's
easy.
the fake memories! The implanted memories are basically taking place outside of the regular 24 hours of the day. If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for people to tell that something was off. Like there could be overlap or something. People might start to wonder why they remember doing two different things at the same time of day. That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in time rather than over a period of time.
Atosa.
The color of the sky coincides with the moment in time she described.
Oh, right! That's exactly what Atosa described!
Come to think of it, Every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Yep, that has to be it! This is definitely Atos's memory. Yeah, that's... Huh? Huh? Yeah.
There's no rush. I'll have another talk.
So, you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. She's not trying to scare the children on purpose. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. Do you maybe have anything you want to share? It's okay if you don't.
This guy is dressed as a
You could
Kandrian.
also just talk about what you think of me?
Did she just fell in love with this
I
guy?
think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young
Okay,
woman.
but you know what? I
You'll
cannot
meet
fault
many
her.
amazing people and
Like,
live
look
a
at his
very
jawline.
happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Okay, this guy also fell in love with her. Actually surprised it is a regular Kandrian and not some kind of eldritch horror.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
Technically, I am his king, queen, whatever. Wait, is he the son of that guy, Clotar, or whatever his name was?
Oh, right! This version of Atosa hasn't met us yet.
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me. So, I should see what they need.
Another time, huh? Yeah, okay. I'll head back to the village then. Talk to you some other time.
It's nice to see you, traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
I knew it! I knew it! Clotar is the father, Caribert Alberic.
Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the loom of fate.
Didn't he lose the ribbon from his mother when during the story quest or something? He still has it.
You're Caribert Alberic.
Like, damn, you know what? He looks nothing like his father. Lucky for him. I wonder just how hot her mother must have been.
Oh, you know me? That's quite the surprise. I don't believe I've met you before.
Well, you were grunting and you were like, you know, acting a bit strange and all that.
Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? Your siblings'
Oh,
memory.
wait, actually, he's right.
You
I
saw
forgot. It was our siblings'
Me from
memory
back
at the
then.
time.
This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her. But I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead.
This is how this guy is breaking up with her via a message. Now that's something. Anyone speaks Kandrian? I'm sure there must be some experts in this language. Imagine getting a job because you are fluent in Kandrian. The proof of existence. This is a nice place.
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world after all, as you well know. It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this, and now, the time has finally arrived. Extreme sorrow and pain, hope and regret coursing through your veins.
He only talks in riddles, huh?
Comprehension. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the loom of fate. But despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the loom of fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction. In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion. The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the loom of fate. As for your question, the loom of fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines. In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger. Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories. But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world. Yes, I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation.
You can just think of it as a long overdue compensation. This is literally what they were saying in Honkai Star Rail in the previous story quest.
My life. Ah, that. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village, but for you as well. I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world, as if... I know what you must be thinking. Why would I do something so meaningless? But I just couldn't accept it. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. What other people would think of me. Chief Amadia, Baram, Granny Jahiyat.
Look how happy he looks just catching some fish. Oh, for a second I was like, did they have children or some stuff? No, they are just dolls.
No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village. I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life, even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. One memory at a time. I know it sounds stupid. After all, my life ended a long time ago. Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness. Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up. I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. But, well... I know. Captain Dainsleif. Twilight Sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Things should already be settled on his end. Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing. The Loom of Fate has already been completed. No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he? His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye.
I've seen this so dozens of times before.
He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. That's right, because in his mind, he had given it to you already. Before you two entered that false location.
Holy Inception.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that memory to be real. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had to retrieve the eye. I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but I truly have no idea what the Prince is planning. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture. In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, and my goal, at least, has been achieved. You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic. I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory. After he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form, I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish. To comfort me, my father told me a story, that this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my fears. My goal was simple: to use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, when its ability to create memories was at its strongest. To implant a specific memory into the minds of the hilichurls. In that memory, I would tell them a story, just like my father did for me. It was a story of fairy tales and love.
Mutterflies.
I can't change the world.
Cliche, that's always a
Not
trope
when I
in a
lost the very right to exist with it.
serial.
Implanting those memories, that was the most worthwhile thing I could offer. All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the loom of fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. My goal was the one thing that allowed me to hold on all this time. But now, the bedtime story is finished. And it's finally time to rest.
Cutscene.
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time.
Wait, I eat her. This is the moment. Let's leave Teyvat. Oh, he's a memory too.
Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, how about a conversation? The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree? That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean.
What happened to Dane? Did he
I
lose?
didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his
He
sword
is
against
soft.
me.
He lacks hatred.
Not for that. Perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years. The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time before the heavenly principles awaken. Yes, for 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria, there's been no sign of activity. Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine
Don't
throne.
make me remember,
Yes.
please.
Such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action.
I mean, this
suppose
is
that's
exactly
proof
my
enough of the
point.
heavenly principle
The
situation.
sacrifice they did was quite pointless, you know? They did everything so Neuvillette gets his power back and saves Fontaine. However, if this was the regular timeline, the heavenly principles would have been awoken, or well, they were already awake, and they would have dealt with Neuvillette.
However, the heavenly principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be, or what might trigger it. You could say that. Just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful. Even as a hilly churl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist?
The morons that brought corruption and abyss energy to Teyvat. Like, Nibelung has a good share of the blame, and the other one is the Ignister King, the Irminsul, the Vinster King, Irminsul, that experimented with abyss and caused the Kyndria incident.
Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the heavenly principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words. Lumine?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you.
I mean, yeah, everyone else calls me the Traveler.
For some, there's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
Good question, good question.
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together, you told me. You wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me? Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean?
I miss you too, Lumine. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes. Let alone my own sister.
What's going on?
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our ability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Kari Bear gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here.
Is this why he was so upfront with our
Everything
questions?
in this space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
Did he even answer? I kind of got
I miss you too,
sidetracked.
Lumine.
Bro, he did not even give us the answer. Is he just feeling guilty about what he has done and he does not want to corrupt Lumine? Is that it?
Telling me that
So the Loom of Fate can... So I've seen theories about this. One of the theories is that the Ether with the others are gonna use the Loom of Fate in order to rewrite Kyndrians in the ley lines and recreate Kyndria.
So sleepy. Paimon's head feels all fuzzy. Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried, so they decided to just bring us back here. Oh, and Dane came by just now? It looked like he was injured. He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were all right and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's Dane for ya. Let's think for a second. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened. Wait, really? Well, what happened after that?
I can't remember.
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
Bayram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good or bad, I'd say. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. It didn't feel right to leave all the searching to the adventurers. So there we were, searching away, when suddenly this one guy said it all came back to him. According to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree outside the village, and he saw our missing villager. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. And after that, well, we all started to feel like...
Yeah, he made a happy ending for himself.
Oh, and we also remembered his name, Curry Bear. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner. Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is, and we're all relieved now that we know what happened.
Seems like everyone thinks Curry Bear left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now. Paimon wonders how Atosa's doing. Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so she's probably at the tree. Hey, Atosa, how's it going?
Oh, it's you two. I was just about to go looking for you. I wanted to thank you. I was part of the search party, so I remember what happened to Curry Bear now. Honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important. It's funny, but I have this feeling he told me the same thing.
Curry Bear,
I just
thank
can't
us.
seem
You
to
can thank
remember
us
when.
later. We are gonna play the wingman, even if you are technically gone.
I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. Life is made up of a series of memories. I'm just happy I got to meet him. So, who cares what happens in the future, right? Okay, I'll admit. I'm just putting on a brave face. I was dumb. Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye? I was dumped, wasn't I?
I'm sure he went to get milk, okay?
You don't need to comfort me. I'll be okay.
Look, he was too Kyrian for you, okay? You could not handle him. The guy was immortal.
It's just like Curry Bear said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious. And you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and see me one day. Anyway, thanks for
Imagine
all your
if
hard work,
that
you
actually
two.
happens. At some point
I
in time,
promise
they're
I'd
gonna
help
do
right
another
into
story
the end
quest
of
where
something,
Curry Bear
so I should
returns
head back.
and settles with
Goodbye.
Atosa.
Well, that should be it, right? Everyone's lives can go back to normal now. Oh, right! Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened after your conversation with Curry Bear? A picture? Where'd that come from? Let Paimon see.
Wait, what? You must get along with each other, the two of you? Okay. Bedtime story completed. I mean, it was... whatever, you know. It was just complete. The important parts were that the Loom of Fate was completed, and then that's about it. We really did not get much of it all. Like, Ether still refused to truly tell us the reason why he does not want to travel with us. Outside of maybe he's ashamed of what he has done. Curry Bear, well, I guess we have the... he fully disappeared now, at least at the moment. And I guess another tidbit was the lore about the sinners, but even that's, you know, I already did the Notcry story quest, so I already knew about the sinners and what they entailed. Now we have 2 more story quests for, well, Archon story quest. By the way, did I unlock some reward? Yes, I did. Nice. How big are these story quests? Like, how many are there left? So, Paralogism. Crimes 1 and 2. This is, I believe, the whatchamacallit, the Durin story quest. It's huge. It's huge. It's huge. It's literally huge. Like yeah, this is a very big one. Yeah, there's no way. We need a separate live stream dedicated to this entire thing if we want to finish it. So yeah, what about a space and time for you? It froze. It's so big that literally it froze my screen. Okay. This is the story quest for Natlan. And I believe it's when you unlock the mountain and you meet Yansan's tribe and whatnot. After this, Space and Time for You, there is the Journey Home story quest. And then that's it. 3 story quests. That's gonna be bring us close to the finish, to getting up to date for Snezhnaya. This is not that big. I don't know. Do we have enough time to do it? I kind of want a separate stream for this, you know. I don't want to use the thumbnail for a bedtime story quest. Yeah, let's do this tomorrow. This is gonna be just a short stream, like it was just a 1 hour and a half, but I'm really tired from yesterday. We did that entire Fountain story quest, and then we did the live stream for Nevernest to Evernest. I also had some, to post some YouTube video, so I'm a bit tired from that, and I need to be prepared. In like what, 11 hours from now, we are gonna have the new idol character in Arnites. So we are gonna enter the game, do her story quest. She's probably gonna have some kind of character story quest. Pull for her, test her out, see what exactly she is capable of. You know, that's gonna be a good time. And tomorrow, how many days are until Odette? I believe Odette is the next big character that's being released, right? Snezhnaya and Odette are the next. It's literally in 3 days from now, so I have 2 days to finish this, the Archon story quest. So tomorrow, at the same, well, today or well later tomorrow, we are gonna have the Arnites Endfield. I don't know your time zones. The Endfield pulls for the idol character when she drops for EU and NA, and then tomorrow we are also gonna have the Natlan story quest. I'm gonna split this into the Natlan story quest and Paralogism. Probably I will do Paralogism. I don't know. One of the two, you know. The space and I'm gonna do the Natlan story quest just to do it in one sitting, you know. Space and Time for You and whatever the Act 7 was. And yeah, because this is just gonna be about doing, and it's kind of a thing on its own. Okay. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Until, well, I guess later today. Have a wonderful day. Good luck with your pulls, whatever characters you plan to pull for. And bye for now.